Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining me right now, here now and afterwards. Firstly, I just wanted to say Happy New Year's Eve to you guys. And I know last few years have been kind of rocky and a little bit rough, but hopefully this year will be even better. And hopefully you guys also got those New Year's resolutions in so you guys can start accomplishing your goals and such. Just a little disclaimer, I want you guys to know that my readings are timeless. So whenever you guys are watching this, or even if you guys aren't Libras, when if you guys were meant to, if you guys this came in, then there's probably a message in there for you. Um, I know how in the last round of the horoscope readings, I just did the Gilded Tarot, and I also did your guys' affirmators. This time I'm gonna add another thing to it, and this is going to be the Ching Divination set. So this is supposed to be interesting. It's just almost like those regular Oracle cards, except they're Chinese, and we're also using divination coins. So it's supposed to be really interesting. At the end of the video, I'm going to pull out some Chinese oracle cards to see what it has for you, and I'm going to also explain how it works, but I probably won't use this often, or I probably would just, shuffle the coins before the video starts so that I can pull your guys' oracle message in right away instead of you guys having to wait till I shuffle them and get the message across to you guys. So we'll just see how it works. But it's really interesting. Anyways, also I'm gonna add a little forecast for you guys just so you guys can get prepared for what's coming up for you guys. We're currently in the Mercury subsquadron, which is natal in Saturn. So it started on January 4th to, well, it's going to be to February 27th. It's supposed to be strongest on January 10th. If you guys are wondering why I'm looking over here, I'm looking at my notes so I can give you guys what is going on. Basically would be a great time for any type of hard work, any small tasks that haven't been completed that you guys been wanting to complete. I'm seeing you guys would it would be a really great opportunity for you guys to start completing during that time. Um, Especially any tasks that require discipline. I'm seeing you guys accomplishing those. Some of your guys' standards might be high, which is pretty normal with Mercury. It's and People would probably assume that when I mean by standards, I'm talking about relationship wise. Doesn't have to be that way. I'm also seeing that I'm seeing it more as like in general environmental kind of thing where if you guys have a job, if you guys are looking for a job, you guys have a business, you guys have a job, you're having much more higher standards, or you're looking at you're looking into it more and being attentive more to the details. What are some small things I can do? Make small improvements. What I can make do to make things interesting, kind of planning and just um fixing things along the way is kind of what I'm getting. Some of you guys might have trouble communicating, or communication might be a little bit of a problem during this time, or a little bit of a negative impression on others, but that's pretty normal during when it comes to Mercury as well. I would also say try to get out of the comfort zone to try to talk and speak to people, especially if you have any other plans or things that you want to do to like improve your business, your career. It can even be relationship. If you guys are talking to a therapist, like about your guys' feelings, or relationship therapy. It's also a great time for that too. I would say that even though yes, it there might be a little bit of some negative impression during this time, I would say try to be more optimistic. Try to concentrate on the little things instead of the big picture. Mainly because I mean, you probably would assume that with Mercury that you guys would probably want to like accomplish big things or big goals and things like that. I'm more so seeing that the more you guys like start focusing on the small things, the small goals, then the as you guys keep progressing and accomplishing those small things, you guys will get towards the overall bigger picture is what I'm getting. I would say don't be too narrow-minded, like don't be too focused or preoccupied with the same thing. I feel like you should I feel like that would kind of lead to you overworking or some burnout, so I would say take some breaks along the way. Don't preoccupy yourself, especially with work, too much. Try to keep that balance. um During this time there will be a lot of you will be developing a lot of mental awareness, expansion of your mind, expanding your horizons, a lot of hard work during this time. Your mentality though is going to be really sharp though, so anything that involves like mental work is going to be really great for you guys during this time. um Any visions that you guys have would be a really great time to start planning those visions and getting those on set, making plans. This might surprise a lot of people, but Mercury does have an influence when it comes to beauty. So you guys will have a sense of appreciation of beauty. Your guys' imagination, creativity will also be high. So there will be a little bit of 50-50 chance of you guys spending time with, taking breaks, spending time with your hobbies while also working, but I'm more so seeing you guys overworking a lot throughout the time mostly. We also have a Mercury conjunction that's natal to Neptune starting from January 5th to February 28th. It's supposed to be strongest on January 11th. Those of you guys would be a really great time for you guys to express your guys' feelings or your ideas like we talked about before, especially with the feelings. So those of you guys that it doesn't have to be romantic, but those of you guys that have like built up inner feelings, or if you guys wanted to get something out of your guys' chest during that time, would be a really great time to get your feelings out or express yourself, is what I'm getting here for you guys. Very imaginative, and it will help you understand some concepts better or look at things from a bigger perspective. So if you guys have been wondering, like, if there's any ways where I can go and if there's any other ways where I can go express uh, my creativity or get like a bigger imagination or like find other ways to like be more innovative when it comes to my ideas or plans, I'm kind of seeing that for you guys during this time. So you guys, any type of ways to like, for example, if you guys want to create like a new discount limited edition type of thing, I'm seeing that you guys might be, for those of you guys that are in business, I'm seeing that kind of thing as well. Also, thank you, Baco, for joining in. Nice to see you. um Also, be wary that even though, yes, technically we are in a Mercury conjunction, even though that's the case, technically any type of business negotiations, I would kind of want to set those things to the side, mainly due to the fact that your guys' confidence during this time may not be stable till after the Mercury conjunction. So after the Mercury conjunction, you guys can do whatever, but during it, I feel like I'll put any business negotiations or like any business deals or business makings would be great to put to the side. It's mainly a really good time to just come up with plans and what are some things you want to put into action instead of making any business negotiations or deals. Due to lack of confidence, and you guys might be doing things um, out of just low self-confidence or and such. We also have a Mercury sextile natal in Venus, starting from January 5th to February 28th. Supposed to be one heck of an interesting time during that time. It's supposed to be strongest on January 10th, 12th. I meant 12th. um Basically, even though, yes, technically it's in Mercury, you guys will have more time to relax. So those of you guys that are worried about overworking, I'm seeing you guys also having time to relax, and putting your social skills to use. So those of you guys that are market advertisers or advertise doing advertisements or like in the advertisement industry, I'm seeing you guys, that would be also a really great time for you guys because you guys are putting your social skills to use. And any type of expression of ideas, like those of you guys that are in the business meetings or that are wanting to express like what are some ways you guys can improve your guys' business, very great time during this time. Some of the challenges you guys might have is when it comes to sharing your guys' ideas, you guys might feel a little bit more preoccupied or reserved. Still would encourage you guys to get out of the comfort zone and try to do so. You guys might learn something new from there. And also, we got some of you guys might be wanting to seek more pleasure during this time. I don't mean exactly romantic, could be romantic, but I'm more so getting so that you guys are gonna want to. You guys might have this impulse, or you guys might have this desire to want to do something. For example, maybe you guys have been overworking or been working so much to the point where you guys were like, you know what, I have all these books and I haven't read any of them. Why not I give them a try? So I'm seeing you guys kind of go into that kind of. Into that period where you guys want to try out a little bit something new, but something that gives you a lot of happiness and pleasure. For example, like reading books, maybe going out to some social events for a bit with your friends and such is kind of what I'm getting for you guys. It's also during this time you guys are going to be very much in touch with your guys' feelings. So those of you guys that have been wanting to express your guys' feelings to anybody, or it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be anybody, would be a really great time to do so. to your feelings, loved ones, maybe even to your coworkers, saying like, "Hey, I want to get a raise. I think I deserve a promotion." Really great time to communicate with those desires and those wants that you guys have. We also have a sun in conjunction that's natal to Jupiter, starting from December 31st till January 10th, which is supposed to end on Monday. If you guys are watching this, for those of you guys that are watching this, the forecast is supposed to resonate to you guys right now. For those of you guys that are not watching, even though this is timeless, I would mainly just skip the forecast if you guys are not watching during this time. But for those of you guys that are watching this right now, that's for you guys. It's supposed to be strongest on January 5th, which already passed, so we can skip that. But basically, you guys might feel the energy to want to get things going, get the ball rolling, or do things out of an impulse or out of a desire. Just want to quickly get things done or get ahead of things. For some of you guys, I would be wary of you guys taking on projects or assignments or doing things that are a little bit more than you guys can handle. It could give you guys some burnout, some stress. So I would be careful of that. Yeah, I'm saying that you guys might have the impulse to do so, but if that's the case, I would kind of like think over that. Don't do too much that you guys can't handle. Is basically what I'm trying to get my point across. There might be a little bit some arguments, miscommunication, and conflicts. It's normal whenever it comes to any type of Mercury placements or whatever. But I feel like it's just it's a natural process, and eventually we're going to get out through it. I would say any type of arguments or conflicts that do arise, try not to take it personally. Eventually, just kind of move on. And try to be more compassionate and optimistic during this time. We also have a sun conjunction that's natal to Mercury, also that's in December 31st through January 10th, so it's supposed to end on Monday if you guys are watching this now. Some of the opportunities you guys might have is starting a business initiative. So those of you guys that have been um, trying to find when is a good time for you guys to start a business, for you guys to start any type of investments or start any type of like marketing or advertisements, any type of plans you guys have related to career. Doesn't have to be business, could be any type of career you guys want to set into motion. I would say during that time would be a really good time for you guys to do so. Really great time to express your guys' ideas, especially with your guys' coworkers, and if you guys are like working in the same business or like the same industry. Really great time to express what are some things you want to do to develop your guys' career. Some of the challenges you guys might have, especially if you guys are working with your guys' coworkers, you guys have your own business, is probably balancing your guys' goals with other. It doesn't even have to be with your guys' coworkers, could also be with your family members too. For example, like maybe you guys haven't been able to pay off this portion of the rent or pay off this, portion from last month or whatever, right? I'm getting some of you guys are trying to might have this like little bit of a conflict or miscommunication and trying to figure out what are some ways that you guys can balance it. Might be a little bit of a little bit problematic, but not something that is sustainable, right? But speaking of sustainable, there you guys might also have a little bit of problems or challenge. No, I don't like the word problems. Challenges like what coming up with like actual sustainable and like long term plans. I would say just like if you guys already know that this is what you guys want to do and this is like what you guys want to set into motion, that you guys are sure that this is what you guys want to happen. I would say go for it. For those of you guys that are not 100% onto the idea or plan, I would say just kind of put it off to the side or figure out some new innovative ways to like that will help, that will make you want to actually start putting the plans into motion. um, like I said, great time to start a new business virtue. Great time to start an interchange of ideas. Your guys' intellect and your mind is really sharp during this time. So any type of mental work we discussed this would be really great. I'm also getting you guys are going to be examining yourself. It's kind of like what I talked about, how you guys' standards might be a little bit high. Not just standards around your guys' environment, but also standards within yourself. You guys might be saying like, oh, I haven't been working that well the last time. I feel like I should start going back onto the grind and start working myself more. Could be as simple as you guys wanting to start a workout. Maybe the last month you guys haven't been working out, and then now you guys are like, oh, I feel the motivation. I want to start working out. So now you guys are going to start working out, right? Also, really great time to make plans with other people, like I just mentioned before. Also, avoid too much preoccupation. We mentioned that as well. So, don't be too much absorbed within yourself and within your environment. Try to go out and have a little bit of fun as well. So, try to keep it 50-50. Work hard, play hard, you know? So, that's the forecast for you guys. Now we're going to get on to your guys' affirmator. So, Libra, the affirmator that I have for you guys is gentleness, and that's how it looks like right there. So it says here, I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with the elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds would look like. So this period of the month will be mainly focused on being gentle. So that's your guys' affirmator for the month. Now we're gonna get on to your guys' general tarot messages. So what we immediately got while I was doing your guys' forecast is the Eight of Pentacles, and we got the Tower, Queen of Pentacles, the World. So a lot of major stuff that is coming in for you guys during this month. Um, what we really got here is I'm seeing a lot of you guys. I mean, this makes sense because of the Mercury, currently in the, well, the subquadrant and also the conjunctions with the Eight of Pentacles. It kind of makes sense on what's happening with you guys currently. So a lot of you guys, like I said, you guys are going to be more focused on getting on the grind. You guys might be a little bit more attentive to the details. I would also be careful. Like I said, don't be too much preoccupied with work. Try to have a little fun. This guy, I mean, technically that's not the general meaning, but the way whenever I look at this guy, it's like this guy is overworking himself and he's like almost staying up till like sunrise to actually get all of this work done and trying to get every detail in. So I would say be careful. Like, it's good to keep up the grind, good to get your guys' pentacles going, but don't like overwork yourself. Try to take more breaks. Try to take more breaks. Don't be too much preoccupied and things like that, especially with the same thing over and over again. It's going to drive you guys crazy. And this doesn't even have to be work related. For those of you guys that are in school, it's related to school as well. So those of you guys that are like, overstudying, I would say be careful when it comes to overstudying as well too. Let's see. Tower, Queen of Pentacles, and the World. Let's see here. I'm gonna want to go and clarify this Tower, but in the meantime, the Queen of Pentacles and the World, I'm getting, so some of you guys might have I'm not getting Empress here, but for some reason I'm seeing some sort of glow up with you guys with the Queen of Pentacles and the World. And especially with that Tower, like that's immediately telling me or like giving me Empress vibes. You guys might go through a situation where it ends up you guys having a glow up. For some of you guys, it could be you guys losing a job, or it could be you guys getting into a new relationship that causes you guys to have financial stability. That could be the case. We've got also the Six of Cups. So I'm getting some of you guys. This is a strange message. This is not going to resonate for everybody, but I'm getting some of you guys end up finding what you guys like. And when it comes to career wise, I'm getting some of you guys end up finding what you guys want to do, what you guys desire. Based off looking back, going back into memory lane and figuring out what is something that you guys like to do when you were like a little kid, right? I'm getting for some of you guys, that's like the case that I'm getting for some of you guys, and that causes you guys to get out of this. I feel like this is so strange, you guys. Like with the Tower, the Six of Cups, and also the Five of Pentacles. This has a lot to do with your guys' finances here. So if you guys are not concerned about your finances, you guys can wait till this portion is over with. But when it comes to your guys' career and finance, this is really specific in talking about career and finances. I'm getting for some of you guys end up having this epiphany or this Tower moment that makes you guys realize that You guys will find success based on your guys' childhood dreams. For some of you guys, your guys' childhood dreams might come true with the Six of Cups, because it's telling me, I'm getting, for some of you guys been going on this grind, and you guys been overworking yourself, and you guys came to realize that you guys are not getting any results with that. And in fact, with the Five of Pentacles, you guys aren't getting any financial stability that you guys know you guys deserve. I feel like, and with the Five of Pentacles, there's no happiness either. You're depression is real. All right. Anyways, and I'm looking over here, and with the Six of Cups, the grassy fields and the trees talks about, a successful harvest, right? And these two kids talk about like great, it talks about a lot has to do with childhood. So I'm getting, for some of you guys end up finding the right career for you guys by just following what you guys always desired when you were a little kid. So whether it is, you guys, when you guys were little kids, you're like, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a firefighter, whatever these kids said when they were younger nowadays, right? I'm getting some of you guys going back to memory lane and rethinking like what it is you guys truly desire, having this epiphany moment and getting out of, and once you guys end up finding or going into that career that you guys wanted when you were a little kid, I'm seeing you guys get into this Queen of Pentacles energy, you guys having a major glow up, and your guys' stability, and you guys getting financial success. I feel like what's a little bit of a complication is with the world here. Some of you guys might have to travel. For example, if you guys wanted to get into business when you was if you guys wanted to get into business, or you guys wanted to be an actor or model or whatever, anything of that sort, right? Doesn't really matter. I'm seeing you guys might have to take some sort of risk, some sort of big leap of faith in order for you guys to get into that financial stability, or to, get that major glow up, is what I'm getting here for you guys. Some of you guys, one of the major risks that you guys might have to take is you guys actually having to travel. So some of you guys, if you guys wanted to start like a business or whatever, I'm seeing you guys needing to, probably having to travel, and I feel like that's what's a little bit of the disadvantage. But I'm getting that if you guys do take that risk or that leap of faith, you guys will get a lot of success, is what I'm getting here. All right, on to those of you guys that are single and that are wanting to be in a relationship. Seven of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys need to get out of this mentality that everybody's always out to get you. Everybody's always out to like I'm seeing you guys always being in this mentality of you guys assuming that somebody's always going to end up lying to you. Somebody's going to end up cheating on you. And I'm seeing that you guys need to get out of this mentality, because if you guys keep staying in that mentality, you guys are not going to get any options whatsoever. And you guys might end up closing some of the options that you guys will have. So I would be wary of you singles that are doing that. If you guys know that you guys are closing off options, like especially due to past heartbreak, I would say be careful of that. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I'm getting this person has been offering you this there might have been a person that's been offering you guys some emotions, but there is some sort of indecision that's going on here. I'm getting that either you are having this indecision or they're having this indecision. Let's figure out what is going on here. Somebody is getting out of this hangman energy though, because it came up in reverse. So somebody was in hangman mode or hangman energy, and they had this indecision about you, even though they do have feelings for you. And I'm seeing them get out of this place of not having clarity. What do they now know? They now know that they can't keep keeping up their defenses. Either that's you or them. Well, somebody here needs to get out of this defensive energy or defensive mode and express some feelings much more. I'm getting you both could have feelings for one another, but either this could be both of you. Both of you guys could be very indecisive and defensive about when it comes to your guys' emotions. You guys are keeping all your cards too hard. You guys are not expressing anything. I'm seeing you guys getting out of this I'm seeing you guys getting out of this energy though. I'm seeing you guys being much more expressive this time. So that's good. How do they feel about you? We got the Knight of Cups. They are, if you guys have been wondering whether this person is gonna make any moves or start messaging you, I'm seeing that this person is gonna start It's gonna start. You guys expect some messages from this person, some like emotional messages. I'm getting for some of you guys with the Page of Wands is telling me some of you guys had like some sort of passionate beginning at first, and then afterwards later on you guys ended up having a much more deeper relationship. You guys your guys' feelings for one of each other have deepened afterwards. So strange. I'm getting that they are wanting to take some action towards you after getting out of this hangman energy and having this clarity. How do you feel about them? Oh, Nine of Swords and Ace of Cups. You guys are stressed over this. For some of you guys had a hard time sleeping. You guys were stressed. You guys were anxious because you weren't sure if they're going to offer you this cup of love. You guys have feelings for this person. You aren't sure if this person is going to offer their cup of love to you. That's why. What is the overall outcome between these two? Three of Cups. I'm seeing you guys. This is kind of like my dating card. So like I'm seeing you guys. There might be a possibility of you guys getting together. Might not be an actual commitment, but I'm seeing you guys kind of like going with the flow and kind of like testing the waters. I'm seeing you guys more so. I'm seeing you guys might possibly like try to go out on some sort of events, try to hang out with each other, and kind of develop that relationship more. And I'm seeing your guys' cups overflowing. For some of you guys, it might lead to an actual relationship or commitment, is what I'm getting here. For some of you guys, they might start introducing you to their friends or family. I'm getting more so friends. Some of them they might start introducing you to their friends more, or they talk about you to their friends. And we got the Hierophant. They're planning on some sort of commitment or relationship with you. I'm getting some of you guys that you guys there's a potential of you guys getting married. If not, I mean, even so, even if you guys aren't, I'm seeing that this person had that in their mind. Like they had this idea of probably making some sort of commitment with you guys. I'm more so getting married, but it could just be regular commitment is what I'm getting here. I'm seeing that there is this possibility here. Is what I have for you guys. Let's go and look into your guys'. Should we go? I think we already kind of clarified your guys' career. Let's go on to your guys' let's go on to your guys' oracle message here. So let's scoot this up. So basically how this works, if you guys don't know how this works, is you guys got these three ancient divination coins. This side right here is the heads, this side right there is the tails. And I have to pull out the tail side is basically 2 points, head side is 3 points. And I have to try to get six numbers and all these numbers to help determine what your line is. So right now we're going to shuffle these. And what's really interesting about these is are not like your guys' regular oracle message that you guys hear from other tarot readers that make, right? These are ancient Chinese oracle messages based on like old Chinese scripts and some of the wisest sayings that they had during that time. And so basically most of the things that they have to say is very gospel and something that you would get like off of a holy Bible and things like that. So it's really interesting, and I'll kind of show you how it works. So right now, I have to write this down because it's not easy to remember them. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. And basically, how this works is these numbers transcribe into the type of line it is, and depending on the type of line, it gives you the holograph, and that holograph gives you guys is the oracle message. So I'm not gonna be like I mentioned earlier. I'm not gonna be using these more often because they take a while, or I'm just gonna get straight to your guys' oracle message. Like I'm still gonna shuffle the coins, but I'm gonna give your guys' oracle message beforehand. I'm gonna give you guys oracle message, and I'm gonna shuffle the coins beforehand to get it already prepared for you guys. So 3, 6, 7, 8. So I don't have to waste your guys' time. But the reason why I'm showing it to you guys now is just to show you guys how it kind of works, and then afterwards we'll get like straight to the point. So 3, 6, 7, 8. We also got another 8 here for you guys. By the way, I know some of you guys have been wondering, like, oh, I've been talking about this new tarot deck that's supposed to come in, right? And you guys are probably wondering, like, oh, why hasn't it not come in yet? Well, the thing is, I did order it last month, and it was supposed to come last month, but it didn't. There was some sort of shipping delay, and I wanted to come in for as a New Year's Eve gift. Didn't come in, and said it was gonna be delayed, and it's gonna come in February. 3, 6, 7, 8. Also 8. You got so many eights. So that's pretty disappointing, but I'm still glad that it's still coming in. So you still got to have some hope, right? Also, when I was a little kid, I used to collect these little figurines when I was little, and I never know what to do with them until later on when I figured out that tarot readers have been using them as like charms and such. I was like, you know what? I could use those for something. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go, if I find that box, I'm gonna go and use it for my channel. So yeah, I basically, when I was a little kid, I collected these little figurines and I collected all these keychains and weird stuff. When I was a little kid, I was a huge collector. I like to collect a lot of weird stuff. And so I was like, you know what? Why not use it for my YouTube channel, right? Make it really cool. 3, 6, 7, 8. You got so many eights. This is so strange. Literally 1, 7, 4, 8. I am shuffling these, right? We also got, ooh, 2, 4, 6. You got all three tails. 6. You already got two oracle message here, which is not surprising because all the zodiac signs have so far got two oracle message. Let's see here. 3, 6, 8 again. What do you know? All right, so we're going to help determine what line this is. So number 7 is a line. Number 8 is a broken line. You got so many broken lines. That's crazy. Line broken, 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 broken. Your guys' oracle message might be really interesting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6, I believe, is Is it broken? I think it's broken. I anyways needed to show you guys the how it works. Yeah, it's broken. Too many broken lines. But yeah, the reason why the points are important is because it helps determine which type of line it is. Technically, I'm supposed to memorize it, but I haven't yet. I'm hoping that I'll get the time to do so. And based on those points, help determine the line, and that those lines help determine what type of holograph you guys will get, and that's your guys' oracle message. It's basically the same concept of using a periodic table. If you guys used a periodic table, it's basically the same thing. And we are going to determine what your guys' oracle message is right now. And this is how it kind of looks like. I'll show you a little bit up close. So we got line broken, broken. Let's see here. And then we also got broken, broken, broken. Jeez, okay. Too many brokens. 24. We'll be pulling out 24. And then we're going to pull out your guys' second oracle message or oracle card. Let me just get this in here. We got line. Well, I should just cross this off and just put 6. The 6 is basically going to be a line, right? Yeah. The only difference is the 6 is going to be a line. Let's see here. Because we do have line broken, broken. And then that's going to be broken, broken line. Right. 27. That's very close. For a moment there, I was like, I'm getting the same two oracle message. 27. So yeah, you see how different it is. It's not like how other oracle messages are, where you just shuffle them and such and just pull them out. But yeah, and this is how it looks like. So technically, I could just be looking through the cards and help determine which one it is, but technically I wanted to use the graph because it speeds up the process more. But basically we got 24, 27. 24 says returning, 27 says nourishment. Another way that's really cool about these oracle message on how you can use them is you can ask it a question for each of the cards I pulled for you guys. So let's just say, for example, the only difference is you guys are not going to get a yes or no answer. So for example, if you guys are saying like, am I ever going to be rich, right? For number 24 says returning, creating success, going out, coming in without anxiety, partners come, not a mistake, turning around and returning on your path. The seventh day comes, you return. Fruitful to have a direction to go. So basically, you guys are able to create success as long as you guys are going out, coming in without anxiety. You will have partners that will help you along the way. Um, if you guys are turning around and returning onto your path and something about a seventh day comes, you return, and then fruitful to have directions to go. So you are meant to have, uh guides or directions to help you lead to whatever it is you guys asked. And then for number 27, it says nourishment. I mean, you guys can ask it a question or you can just take the oracle message just as it is, just however you guys feel comfortable. And it says constancy brings good fortune, see the jaws, your own quest for something real to fill your mouth. And then on the back of the message of number 24, returning, it says, your journey leads you out and home again in a two-way flow of creation to revitalize and restore. Traveling companions walk alongside you for a while, but if meant to be there, they will never steer you off your path, especially with an overarching direction. Overarching, sorry, direction and purpose to guide you. What is beginning to Oh, I forgot to also mention that it also gives you some questions for you guys to think over. So what is beginning to germinate? How can you follow your sense of direction more closely? Where might the path lead now? And then for number 27 on nourishment, the hexagram. I kept calling it this entire time the hologram. It's a hexagram, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called, hexagram. Oh my god, just kill me already. This hexagram is called Jaws and refers to all that gives you nourishment: physical, social, emotional, intellectual, spiritual. It is all creating and recreating an individual ecosystem to sustain and shape you. Assess how you habitually nourish yourself and others. Honor it all. What would nourish you? How is your hunger motivating you? If you accept this as nourishment, who will you become? And in the back, that's kind of how it looks like. So that's what I have for you guys. If you guys like this reading, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out and my channel. Also, thank you, Baco, for being in here. Really appreciate your help of as always. Um, if you guys haven't, do check out your guys' sun, moon, and rising to get an overall picture for the month. If you guys want to, I would also recommend you guys check out the pick a card reading that I did on what to expect for the entire month. It will give you the overall general reading or message for what will happen in the entire month. But yeah, that is all that I have for you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and the rest of your month, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care. Bye.